Hello everybody and welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Avi and today I'll be playing your local real kind detective stinky bastard boy uh, who's, who sure has been going through it, uh, Shiro Azumi. And today with me is the wonderful, the amazing, my dear friend.
Hi, I'm Fletch, and I'm holding up an Uno reverse card because we are both very good and very wonderful and very cool.
Yes.
Um, Today I'm going to be playing my horrible little stinky detective as well. Camille, who has also been going through it. Uh, these detectives sure have been having a time. Um, it's fine. Also, a fun fact, because I do want this on recording, we are doing this FPS the day we got called out for breaking the longest FPS ever in Draft House before the split. So, we'll see how long this one goes.
Oh god. I hope it's not too long.
I hope it's not too long, too.
uh, uh,
We're both just horrible gremlins.
well, we sure are. Sometimes the rambling just goes on. Um, but yeah, we are here in, uh, we are here in the hospital. How's Camille doing today?
Um, Well, lately he's not been doing so hot. 'Cause, well, he's sure had visitors. And the visitors sure have, been aggressive about certain things and, may or may not have broken the boy. And then one might have been a ghost who he accidentally trauma dumped to, but that's fine. That's fine. Uh, he's probably doing a bit better today. I'd give it a roll of the dice, but the dice really, really like to bully him. But I will say he's probably doing a bit better today. He's, responsive at least, though that you are Azumi, you're a horrible, stinky detective with a passive of 23. Um, you probably noticed he's still not really like back to his old self, and he's had a slight design change to correlate with that.
Yeah. Yikes. Uh, I will say there had probably been like a bit earlier in the day where he had told you, Camille, that he was gonna run by your apartment to pick up uh, an extra change of clothes for you. Um, and it's around this time when he comes back. Not only does he follow through on what he said, he does have that extra change of clothes for you because yikes, hospital gown for a week? Hmm.
Yeah, let him wear things.
Yeah, no, he's definitely getting you some clothes, like actual clothing that you can wear comfortably. He doesn't care what the hospital says about it. Uh, he does come back with an extra change of clothes. And he's also holding another bag of what looks like takeout. Um, it's got those like styrofoam takeout boxes from a generic restaurant. Um, and as he comes in, he is going to hand you the bag, and ooh, what does he say? You have words, my boy. And he says, I think we could both do with a break. Don't you?
And Camille, he nods at that with a little, smile like, yeah, I think so.
Simple pause, just a quick pause as he kind of like glances to the side, and he just goes, when he looks back to you, he says, well, why don't you get changed, and I'll take you up to the roof, just to make sure nobody can bother us at this time.
Yeah, 'cause boy, have the latest visitors sure been something.
Yeah. If
Uh,
if they ain't a doctor, Azumi's just kill, bite on site.
I apologize to anyone else who wants to visit this child in the near future. But yeah, Camille's, he nods that, and he takes the clothes, and, it's
What?
because he is half Toon and he has done it before. Like, he probably takes the clothes and, like, gets out of bed as if he's going to walk somewhere to change, but he just does the little Animal Crossing quick change.
The scene transition and he's changed. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and he kind of just puts the hospital gown on, nicely folded onto the bed.
And like Zumi just kind of smiles at that before he glances in the direction of the door, and he just says, alright, I think I can get you up there without alerting any of the doctors. God. And, and he just kind of looks back and he says, are you ready to go?
Yeah, Camille kind of just nods, and I think he might. Can he roll insight to see if you plan to pick him up?
Yeah, sure.
Simply because I think he would probably cotton on to that.
Yeah, no, he definitely intends on carrying you out of here. You are very small. He could easily hide you in his coat.
Yeah, Camille's just like, yeah, I'm ready. Before he kind of gives you a look like, you're gonna carry me, aren't you?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm afraid I'll have to. He's gonna reach over and pick you up.
Camille's gonna allow himself to get picked up. He is very much used to it.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm gonna roll a quick stealth to see how well this works. Very well.
I mean, 17's not bad.
Yeah. I think that's the modifier. Is this the right sheet? Yes, it is. Yeah, alright, yeah, that's him still. You are being carried out of here.
Yeah, he is very much easily able to fit into your jacket. So now you kind of just have a awkward lump in your in your shirt.
It's fine, don't worry about it. This is the only toon gag Azumi is going to indulge himself for a while.
You just congratulations, you have a void cradled against you, I guess. Camille's probably not going to say anything until he gets to the roof, but he is, not gonna lie, a little bit amused by that.
Hey, if he's amused, it's a good thing. Um, Better than just sitting cooped up in that hospital room all day. Cause
Yeah.
boy, you need some fresh air. But yeah, Azumi does take you upstairs to the roof, and he is carrying that the bag of like takeout with him.
Mm-hmm.
And once the two of you finally make it up there with no problem, Azumi
Now, wouldn't it be funny if I did roll like a straight d20 to see if anyone notices?
That would be funny. Hang on.
Oh my god!
I mean, that sure is a 17.
It sure is the exact number needed for someone to notice.
And I think it would be funny if, like, the reason why nobody stopped Azumi is because he's got this look, this absolute glare.
Yeah, like like maybe a nurse notices and like is about to walk up to him, but he's got that glare on his face, and so they just casually start backtracking.
That is wonderful. But, yeah! Don't talk to him or his boy ever again. As Azumi takes you up to the roof and finally make it up there, he sets you down, gives you a pat on the head, and then he takes out one of the takeout boxes and is gonna give it to you.
Yeah, Camille's going to he's gonna take the takeout box and what is inside it, if I may ask?
You wouldn't be surprised if it was curry, would you? Very, very familiar curry. You've tried this curry before.
Yeah, he'll probably just takes one look, and there's a little bit of a start where he's just, you really like curry, don't you?
It's what Satomi knows how to cook best. In all honesty, if he's coming back here with curry all the time, might as well take it, right?
I suppose that is fair, yeah. I mean, beats the alternative.
Oh, don't get me started on the food here.
Yeah, he just, lets out another snort, like, yeah, unfortunately, no matter how good the hospital is, they're kind of subject to tropes.
That is rather unfortunate. And he just kind of shrugs. There really isn't any chairs out here on the roof, so I think he's just gonna like take a seat somewhere and invites you to sit like near him.
Yeah, Camille probably pops a squat near him, and God, he is a Giblian of high school age, so this is kind of his natural environment, especially with food.
And this is a boy from Yedo, so even if he's not Toon, there are tropes. Anyway.
Yeah. This is their natural environment.
Funnily enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so Camille does seem a little bit better, like, with real food and getting fresh air.
And wearing something other than that gown.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that the first question you come up with?
Oh.
I think after a moment, he's probably still eating. Probably swallows a bite before he glances in your direction. And he says, have you been resting well?
I look over at what we discussed in DMs. God, I was about to roll deception out of instincts, but no, apparently he's not. So I guess character development question mark? Or at least he knows that Azumi would call him on that.
Yeah.
And he kind of slumps his shoulders a little bit more, kind of taps his utensil against the takeout box, as he's just, well, not really.
Bad dreams.
Yeah, Camille nods at that, like, yeah, you've been a little more frequent.
I suppose that makes sense. Considering. Never mind.
Camille looks up at him.
He kind of just went back to eating from his
Abby?
Yeah?
I think you cut out.
Fuck. God damn it. Azumi kind of like, looks back down to his own food, because, like, oh, he is probably not going to elaborate on that.
Sorry about that. Dog started to bark. That's right.
Oh, Iggy.
Iggy. Now he's giving me a dance. Okay. Poor little man. Yeah. Camille kind of tilts his head like, never mind what?
You're already. You're already in a stressful situation. It makes sense that your dreams would reflect that. Oh, shut up.
Are they, um,
You see him kind of dip his head and rub a hand at the back of his head. The answer is yes.
Camille kind of just, nods at that, like, well, he's not entirely sure, like, where the boundaries regarding that are just yet. So he's kind of just like, well, if you need to, talk to them, then just take your time.
He just kind of sighs. He just. I promise I'll be fine. I'm rather good at tuning them out for the most part.
Hmm. Why is that what you give me?
Uh-oh!
Yeah, Camille's kind of still got a tilt to his head as he's like, well, you can't really tune them out forever.
Oh, God. Oh, you stinky garbage man. Oh, gosh. I'm not exactly concerned with whatever conversation they're holding right now. I'd rather not get into it. In all honesty, I just wanted to get up here because that room, I think it should be left alone for some time. Or at the very least, we should be left alone for some time.
You get a bit of a snort from that, like, yeah, getting some fresh air is nice.
And Azumi just kind of nods at that.
Hmm. He holds Camille very gently. Daddy, you are in no place to be dealing with other people's problems.
Oh god, if he tries, I think Azumi might call him out.
Yeah, because, the only thing he's giving me right now, other than kind of just chilling and eating his food, is, he is still kind of thinking about, Azumi's situation with Lopter and Courtenay. And, like, just, he wanna help, but I'm shaking him 'cause buddy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
I might have a response if he asks anything.
God, I mean, he might after he probably, like, gets a bit more into, his meal before he's just like, I know you said you're good at tuning them out, but, if you ever kind of, um, if they ever get to be a bit too much, then, I might be able to help.
I think you've already done quite enough as is. How about you let yourself recover first? And you get a gentle pat on the shoulder as he kind of tries to direct you back to your food.
No. Uh, he probably does give a little nod and it does work for now, but, you can probably tell it is something he is going to probably bring up again in the future.
Gosh. God, this detective boy who cannot say that he cares in a straightforward way because he's
Yeah.
stupid.
They're both so incredibly stupid, honestly. Yeah, Camille probably does return to his meal.
Oh goodness, as the baby's show is going. Oh goodness. That probably caught on. Anyway, I think after a few minutes, probably when Azumi's finished his portion, he kind of just sets the box off to the side. And, gosh. Oh gosh, how do you word this? I understand that you might have a lot on your mind right now. But if you need to get something off your chest, well, we do have our own private channel. Kind of glances off to the side. I am willing to listen, you know.
Yeah, Camille, he nods at that and gives you a little smile like, I will keep that in mind, thank you.
I didn't just bring you up here for no reason, Camille.
Oh. I think you cut out just a little bit.
Ah, fuck. God. Internet, please. I didn't just bring you up here for no reason, Camille. This is... This is the most private place I could think of in this area without leaving the hospital proper. If you need time to take things into consideration, this would be the time to do it. I am sure I can come up with some excuse. But, God, words, how do you phrase this? Just as long as you don't... Just take all the time you need. Do you understand?
Camille, he slowly nods at that, like, yeah, I understand. He's probably just about finished now and sets his own food to the side. And, hmm. I'm currently holding a list of, so many of Camille's issues that are bothering him right now. But Camille is unfortunately one of those types where the moment you bring up something, it is out of his mind.
Oh boy.
So I guess unless he's prompted, he's kind of just gonna sit there.
I mean, they're welcome to sit there for a bit. God, did you bring a book with you? Buddy. Alright, you know what? Okay. He did not, because he's stupid. His only concern was getting Camille up to the roof, so he didn't bring a book with him.
They're both very stupid, and I love them.
But he does just kind of sit there in Camille's presence for a hot second.
Oh. I do have something awful I can bring up.
Oh boy. I mean, you're welcome to.
But, because Camille is kind of tempted to ask Zippy why he's, like, doing all of this for him. But also, Camille and I both know that sure do be a question. And I'm just sitting here holding him like, are you sure you want to do that, buddy?
Oh, God. I mean, you're welcome to. This is pretty early to the FPS. I wasn't expecting it, but okay.
And I'm sure nothing can go wrong with this, unless Azumi has something he wants to say first.
mean, he was gonna ask something, but it wasn't related to that. Oh, God.
It is up to you who's gonna speak first, because Camille's is probably going to get into a thing.
Oh, boy. I think for now we can start off with, I hope it's light. By God, I'm gonna try. Azumi kind of just, after looking off over the edge of the building, kind of off into the horizon, looking out over Bill's town, he kind of glances back to Camille and he says, you spoke with Satomi recently, yes?
And it's like, oh, yeah, he came to bring by some curry, but you were, out.
Unfortunately, the exhaustion rather did hit me after everything else. I apologize for missing that.
No, that's fine. You definitely looks like you needed the rest.
Yeah, because he was a stupid fucking idiot and was still sleeping in the chair back then.
Yep. It's fine, he's moved to the bed now.
Oh, God. Got fucking trapped there. Wonderful. As I hold him, and he goes, did the two of you talk about anything?
We, talked about quite a few things, actually. He has a weird way of making people talk, doesn't he?
You have no idea.
Personally, I blame the cat.
Oh, are you really gonna banter with him? Are you serious right now? I don't know. Maybe you just like cute animals.
I mean, who doesn't? That's how he gets you.
That cat really is a nuisance, isn't he? Oh well.
It was actually quite polite.
Not to me, he isn't.
God.
I'm not sure if he's genuinely offended. I just told Azumi, like, okay, buddy.
Is he jealous?
No, Genius just mean specifically to Azumi.
Yeah. God, I'm so sorry to Oh.
All Genevieve knows is eat sushi, bully Azumi, and lie.
Camille, he snorts at that, because, well, he seemed, quite well behaved when I met him.
Why is I can't work with what Azumi is giving me because all he's giving me is incoherent grumbling.
I mean, that works.
Like he just kind of just gives an annoyed sigh and rolls his eyes.
Yeah, Camille does smile at that, cause oh, oh, it's kind of funny seeing Azumi like that. He's totally not a little brother at all. What are you talking about?
Oh, absolutely not.
Uh,
Hey, hold on.
yeah. I hold them both. It's good. Okay. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because my own memory do be in a state sometimes. Camille did notice that there is something with Jeannie's collar, but he didn't really know what, right?
Yeah. Yes, he did. He did notice that.
Yeah. But yeah, Camille kind of leans back, like, well, there is definitely something about that cat, so I guess I wouldn't put holding grudges past him.
Azumi just kind of like snorts a bit before he kind of just taps a few fingers against his knee in a meaningless rhythm.
Okay, well, I do have to roll a thing for Camille. Okay.
Cool boy.
Because he kind of has a thing where if someone starts tapping along to rhythm, he, as a rhythm game character, kind of has to follow suit. This time he's doing a pretty okay job, I think.
Alright, yeah, let's not bully him too much.
But yeah, you can notice, like, his fingers kind of tap along after a moment. He's not really aware of it, which is probably why he's doing fine.
Yeah, Azumi probably notices but doesn't say anything. But in response to Jeannie holding a grudge, he just kind of sighs and says, "Well, after everything, I wouldn't put it past him to hold a grudge."
Yeah, Camille nods at that. He's, again, half Ghiblian. Animals being more than what they seem is not too out of the norm for him. It's at least, like, something that he can, he can pretty easily accept.
Yeah.
And
Azumi didn't say exactly what it is, but okay. I shake him and I bully him a little. Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna assume that, whatever happened is probably between you and the cat. We've kind of had enough of, digging at secrets for a bit, even for detectives.
Right. Yes. He kind of mumbles something in a language you don't recognize before he kind of just looks off to the side. And then when he kind of looks back, he does kind of. I was meaning to ask you this. Do you prefer being called Camille?
Okay. Please be okay. It's fine. I can work with that.
Oh, jeez. My boy.
It's fine. He gets a buff from being at the roof. Um, yeah, he kind of pauses for a moment and, his smile kind of dims a bit, before he nods, like, yeah. At least until you know, I'd prefer to be called Camille. Oh boy. Love
Okay.
to hear dice rolls.
Yeah, okay. There's like a split second where he kind of like lifts a hand and almost moves in your direction before he kind of thinks better of it and pulls back.
Oh.
But he does kind of just nod and say, "Alright." Hmm.
Kind of just shrugs, like, it's just safer that way, you know? Um,
A name is a name. It doesn't always reflect the person wearing it.
mm, yeah, Camille, he still kind of looking away, as he's just, well, uh, a name is a name, so it, shouldn't matter too much what I'm called by.
Are you trying to convince me that? Because if I'm going to be honest, you sound very tired just now.
No, it's been a very tiring week.
You know what I meant.
Man. We'll probably shift so that he's not, like, leaning back anymore. He's... I shake him around, God, man. He just sighs, like, well, it doesn't really matter. That name, it would be very bad if the wrong person were to overhear that name.
And it would be very bad if the wrong person overheard what race I am, what profession I used to hold. Believe me, I understand.
Hmm. Okay, I guess we are gonna go with that one. Okay, buddy. We'll... He nods, like, well, exactly, so there's a reason why I haven't said those out loud.
He kind of just sighs and looks away. Ah, buddy, what are you doing? I sit here and strangle Azumi because the vibe he's giving me is I'm not good at this. I want to get out of here.
Buddy, you put yourself in this situation.
You sure fucking did.
You did this to your own goddamn he.
He did. And he's not very good at it. It's very
God.
easy to see that he's not good at it.
How I shake my head, Azumi. He's trying.
SMH, bro.
Wow, they are both so very bad at this.
They sure are. Oh, God. As I tried to think of what he would say, god damn it. I think, after a moment, he's kind of just sighs and says, what do you say, you motherfucker? Stop taking the words away!
Don't you love when they give you words and then you go to say it and they're just like, actually, no.
Always. Always. It always happens, gang. Anyway, uh, he's just sitting here, and he kind of just. You know, I wasn't. I wasn't quite sure, in all honesty, if I was ever going to tell you any of that.
Looks up at him like, so, what? You're planning to just disappear off to Yeto?
Kind of pauses and he says, I think some part of me might have believed that that might have been the better option. Excuse me.
You're good.
Wow, my throat.
Sometimes throats are like that, and you're so valid.
Yeah, and I just look And I'm like, don't do this to me, Azumi. And he's just... It was an incredibly awful option, not to mention cowardly and idiotic.
Camille snorts at that and is just like, yeah, if you did go through with that, I get the feeling it would be, I'd have to legally enter another country just to chase after you.
You really would have gone that far for me.
Well, of course. Oh, God, I could make Camille say something so very stupid right now.
I mean, you could.
And because Conkus of the Bonkus kicks in, he's not really thinking about it before he says, it wouldn't be the first time.
There is a blink and a raised brow. And he's just distressed sigh as he rubs a hand against his face.
There's a soft little, because he did not expect to say that, but, you know, Conkus Bonkus.
I suppose we're talking about this now. Why did you illegally enter a different country?
Okay, well, it's a long story,
Hi, you're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Yeah. Oh, God. Just, well, it might have been, around the first time I met the monk.
I still can't believe you've been... Continue.
Well, okay, so a while back there was, sort of incident where, well, you know the toon trope of, doppelgangers and such?
Do you actually know this trope? Let's find out right now. Let's just do straight intelligence. Okay, yeah, he does.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense since he, looked into Sam. He probably came across like 5 different Sam lookalikes.
Oh my fucking god.
And had to learn the hard way.
He's just like, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But, right, so, here was a problem where, a, country couldn't exactly find its, princess during a, trip, and there was a doppelganger, so they, took her to another country, and I might have,
You snuck onto their transport, didn't you?
You could say that, yeah. You want to roll insight?
Yeah!
Oh boy. Yeah, okay, that's a fucking 26. You can tell that there's way more to the story than just sneaking on. He didn't just sneak on, he snuck on in an incredibly dangerous manner that he figures he probably should not tell you.
Oh, Camille. And he puts his face in his hands.
In my defense, the plane was already taking off.
You got on an already moving airplane.
He opens his mouth to say something and then looks away.
There is nothing you can say in your defense that will make me any less distressed than I already am.
I mean, I got on just fine.
Oh, good lord. So you snuck into a different country illegally via a plane that had already been taking off.
He nods at that. I had an easier time getting back to here at least. Alright.
Suppose that's one good thing.
Yeah, we got some help from Buniko. But yeah, so I can say with reasonable certainty that yes, I would sneak into Yato to chase after you.
As I quickly roll some things, don't worry.
Yeah, that's a whiz save.
Oh, that went a lot better than I was expecting, buddy.
Oh, thank goodness for advantage.
If he were a toon, you would see that like kind of anime like sigh kind of cloud before he just kind of looks away. Because he already told you what he's currently thinking back when he had his fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah. Yeah, Camille does sigh, and because he's half Ghibli, there is that little puff cloud. As he's just like, I mean it, uh, you're stuck with me. And it seems I'm stuck with you too.
Oh my god, why is that the first thing you want to say, buddy?
Oh boy.
You see him open his mouth as if to say something before he quickly catches himself and just kind of decides that it's probably better to shut up on that front.
May I roll insight?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you didn't need to do it like that.
Oh. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Dear audience, that is a 29.
Delightful. The stinky garbage detective boy.
Yeah.
Meeting a stinky garbage detective man. With a lot of, let's just call it a lack of self-worth for now and leave it at that. Whatever, whatever is, whatever he was about to say, and then didn't, it might have been, oh god, you got a fucking 29. How do I word this? It's like he's upset that he let himself get this attached, but he knows that there's nothing he can do about it anymore.
Man. You kind of just... Hmm. Hmm. He's not necessarily going to touch because he's probably figured out by now that it's usually best to let Azumi initiate. But he does shift a little bit closer. Is uh hmm. What do you say that wouldn't trigger another breakdown?
Man, this sure be some hurt and comfort, huh, guys?
It sure do be hurt comfort, yeah. And he kind of just, after a moment of trying to put words together, kind of sighs like, it might be too late to back out of this, but in the future, we can just um try and go at a pace that feels comfortable, I suppose. If that makes any sense.
I should be the one saying that to you.
Well, people can help each other, you know? It doesn't have to be a one-way street.
Hmm. I. Mm. He looks like he wants to say something, but the words are eluding him and therefore eluding me. I have the vibe of what he wants to say. Um, but he just kind of. Are you gonna let yourself? Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Uh, he's just gonna. He's just gonna sigh and without without really looking in your direction, he just kind of. You had scooted closer to him, right?
Yes.
In that case, I think he kind of just places a hand on your shoulder.
Oh.
I think what he actually says eventually is, I'm not exactly used to this.
Oh, to be honest, I'm not really used to it either. So guess we can figure things out together.
I think I'd prefer that.
Camille nods at that. And I do little jazz hands in the background. They're brothers, even if they can't say it just yet.
Oh god, this really is another situation of like the same kind of issue Arata had, where he wasn't sure what exactly he was to Azumi.
And
Azumi's not exactly sure what he is to Camille.
Camille's not exactly sure what he is to Azumi, but that's fine. God. But Camille kind of just gives Izumi a little smile, like, we're both a bit too observant to have, missed what other people like to, tease about. But it's okay to not know just yet.
Oh gosh. What are your words, buddy? What are your words? as he kind of just nods, kind of absent-mindedly as he tries to think. It's a little harder than you'd expect, considering. But eventually he just kind of sighs and he says, I wouldn't exactly know what it would feel like from experience. I've never really considered it. But, oh my god, you fucking sap! Are you really okay, fine.
Oh.
He just says, until I'm not even sure what the proper word for it would be, but I suppose until I can properly make sense of things and figure out what exactly it is, if it is what people have been teasing us about. Whatever you need me to be, I can try to be. And he does kind of like trail off awkwardly towards the end. Like he's started to like second guess himself.
God. Oh, Avi. Oh, Avi.
Yeah.
I know that you called Azumi a sap for that, but wait until you hear what Camille handed me.
Oh my fucking god.
'Cause, God. Camille, kind of brings a hand, up to kind of gently place over Izumi's hand that is on his shoulder, as he thinks for a moment before he's just, well, God. Okay, it's real sap hours. I need you to be what you want to be.
As the baby's show plays again in the background as I try to gather my thoughts, and he's just I'm not even sure what I want anymore.
Man, well, that's okay. I think we I think we're in the same boat there. But when you do know what you want, just let me know. I won't try to force you into being something you're not. Well, except for, cases, but you know, you know what I mean. Oh boy, those sure are 2 9s.
It kind of just slips out. It really just slips out, and he just kind of just very quietly says, I just want to make sure you're alright.
Ma'am. Okay, you know what? Fuck the dice, actually. I'm not going to look at the dice.
Oh dear.
That was a nat 1. I'm ignoring the dice, actually. I'm gonna put that off to the side. We don't need that right now. And I'll kind of just into Azumi's hand a little bit as he thinks. And he's just like, well, it can just be that for now. I know I'm not really in the best state right now, but I think he kind of just trails off because there's a lot of things he wants to say, but he's not quite sure how to say it.
I think Azumi just kind of laughs. Before he kind of like, you know, that kind of like playful tug, somebody like kind of like just playfully tugging you into like a side hug to like just for a split second or something.
Oh.
I think he just says, you have way too much on your mind.
Well, it seems it's a common trait amongst detectives.
before he kind of just sighs and he says, "Then I suppose from here on out we will just both do what we can, whatever that may be."
Yeah, and Camille nods at that, like, sounds like a pretty fair deal to me.
Your passive is a 20, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. For the briefest of, like, moments, you see a very, very small smile on Azumi's face.
Oh.
Before he kind of just murmurs something in a language you don't understand. And then he kind of just laughs. And he says, "They want me to tell you that they say hi."
You do get a little laugh from Camille at that, and he's just like, well, I say hi back. And, I do look forward to getting to know you all better if, you'll have me.
Oh, shut up, you two. Of course we'll have you.
Camille just has a little smile on his face as he nods. Oh, I hold them so very soft.
Okay, this is one of those with saves where I was hoping he would fail.
Oh. Oh. Wow. That sure is a fail regardless.
Yeah. And he kind of like, there's probably like a moment of pause. I'm not sure if you're still pulled into his side from that hug, but whether or not I think he does finally, like, I don't know how to describe it other than, like, he's kind of like, he hasn't noticed it, but, like, when he had been holding onto your shoulder, his hand had moved to kind of, like, rest on your head. Kind of like gently. A gentle pat or a gentle, like, hold. This is a caring gesture, baby, from Azumi.
Oh, I hold the he so much.
Yeah. Goodness. It sure has been a day.
It sure has been a day.
God, I don't know if I have anything else.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Azumi would mention that one thing, at this point, would he?
He probably won't.
Yeah. Hey, that's fine. We are already at an hour 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Do we
we
want
don't
to?
always have, yeah?
Do we want to stop ourselves from going too feral?
Perhaps we might get more of a reputation if we started turning this into a habit, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty good place to close off. Like, they're just having a good chill time on the roof. Just enjoying each other's company, before it's time to head back into the hospital.
Yeah. I think this is a nice place to wrap it up. Um
Yeah, I thank you so much for having some roof time with me, Avi.
thank you for joining me and indulging me in this little not brotherly bonding.
Yeah, it's fine. They're just coworkers.
Maybe.
Maybe. It's fine. They don't have to they don't have to say anything about it just yet. It's fine. Um, but yeah, thank you for joining us, dear listeners. I hope that you had fun with the hurt comfort. Um, I hope that we have provided um and thank you future listeners as well. Bye.
Bye.